Hello, folks. This is Brandon Chapman today. It's another edition of the Monday video for TheoTRADE. It is, we're entering that Santa Claus rally period. It's the 29th of December right now. And we're looking at the S&P 500. And we look right here. We've had the 26th. We've had today, the 29th. We had a couple more days left of the Santa Claus rally period that extends through January 2nd. And looks like the first 2 days we had a slight down day last week. We had a down day today. It looks like the market rally is dimming at the moment. The light of the market is dimming. And boy, we're definitely seeing the lights go out in gold and silver today. Gold posting a 4% loss and silver a 7% loss. Did a whole session on Friday talking about the leverage certainly that's being applied here in the gold and silver markets. And obviously we have a paper market for gold and silver, and that's coming off. And the question becomes, are we going to rally off this point? Or are we really seeing things swoon? And the fact that gold and silver are starting to see some weakness right now does point to the fact that, look, I mean, if we are seeing some deleveraging in those markets, we might see some deleveraging in the stock market. We might actually see a stronger dollar as well. Look at UP, for example, posting a nice gain today at 0.04% on UP. And specifically, if we look at the euro/US dollar, you'll notice that, again, we're strengthening. We're actually flat against the euro at this stage. We were strengthening earlier today, but we're weakening earlier today against the yen strengthening. So worst case scenarios here, the gold's down, meaning dollar intrinsic strength is up as the credit and some of the paper market for gold and silver starts to come in. The yen strengthening against the dollar is not necessarily a positive. And if UP is going up, again, the dollar strengthening against other foreign currencies, but weakening against the yen. This is kind of the most bearish scenario playing out in the currency markets right now and spilling over into kind of a delevering in gold and silver today. And we'll see where that goes. But that certainly calls into question the potential of the market really staging a rally going into Jan 2nd of next year. And we'll look here as we get through the turn from 25 to 26. Again, we look at Friday. Let's look at the close, last Wednesday's close on Christmas Eve at 932.05. I think we're going to have a hard time in the next few days overtaking that mark as we failed on Friday. We're down again today. So maybe we are looking for a weaker market and a failure of the Santa Claus rally that happens between Christmas and January 2nd, the day after New Year's, as we turn from 25 to 26. Now, as we look around at the Ghost Print Surveillance Console, we're trying to identify, okay, where is there any sort of strength or significant trades that are occurring? And I go to my one-click block trading setting here, and we've had a couple pull up here just recently, but the one that kind of stands out today is COMP. Notice as we do Vollard, this is the biggest block trade for today. That is an opening trade, and we scaled up to 171,000 volume today. And so again, we had a big time print in here, over 60,000 contracts. If I scroll down here, we'll see it, or I guess I can just quickly filter. I know 60,000 contracts right there bought at 13.12. Now, if we look at what transpired at that point in time, and again, we look here at 112 this time right here, you notice right here, this happened, right? This big squeeze intraday, driving the price down here from about 1044 up to about 1076. It's a big time move for 2 minutes, and that the call trade getting filled right here at 1312 or 112 Eastern time. So we're seeing the intraday gamma squeeze today and significant flows in a stock that, is it really worthwhile? And we look here, COMP rather, Compass Inc. If we look at the Analyze tab, we can see what this company does. We go to fundamentals. Notice it's in the real estate brokerage services. United States operates a Compass platform. And again, so real estate brokers, are we really that great? We did see pending home sales today, made a nice move. But again, this is all about the option flows. And notice something here, right? 48% of the calls were bought at the ask, 2% sold at the bid. And so again, we look at the trades today. Again, you'll see that down here, that's 60,000 contracts that came through right there. So again, buy side, we see the intraday gamma squeeze, and we look at the price. $14 is a ways out of the money here, right? $14 is way up here. It's decently far out of the money, but here's the deal. We start to break this range here, top side about 11. We could see kind of that squeeze going into about $14. And again, so some big potential upside here if we were to get towards that $14 strike price, which is for 16 Jan. Are we about to see some news here That 100,000 contracts there at 12 today trade as well. 82,000 at 14. And again, just a lot of activity going on today. And so we look at 16 Jan 12 in here. I didn't take a look at that one at all, but we go call. We'll just flip this here to 16 Jan. Again, you look at the 14, not seeing a lot, just a lot of trade on the 12, cumulatively a lot of volume today, but the buying activity really stepping at the 14 strike today. And that just seems a little off there at 104,000. But point being is that we're definitely seeing some significant trade. We got significant open interest at 10,000 contracts at 10, 27,000 contracts at 12, and now maybe 82,000 out here at 14. So we're seeing that build, and we're seeing that open interest continue to escalate, or volume escalate. That's going to translate to a significant build in open interest. So this does create upside potential pressure in COMP. Break time, we got 12, we got 14, driving towards 14. Could we see a 40% move in the next few weeks? Might be a possibility. Now, how do you trade something like this? And this is the point. This stock could maybe go up 40% in a week or two, but it can also, like we found here, it can go from 10 and drop to about 750. It's a 25% move in 2 days. It's hard to protect yourself, right? As a stock owner, could you buy options? Well, buying calls might be a little expensive. The current IV percentile is 43 percentile, but 73% vol. So you need a lot of movement to be created to compensate you for that kind of cost. Well, what else do we see in here? We look at February. Notice that the volatility at the 11, the 12, the 13, the 14, volatility is kind of rising as we go from 11 to 12. Bid-ask spreads are widening out here, so it's dropping the vol. Earlier today, this was just pretty solidly rising as we're moving out in time. And again, the wider spreads here just kind of messing with the volatility calculation. But just taking kind of the closing price here, 11, for example, buy deep and wide. Let's go $2 wide vertical. On that 13 strikes, got plenty of something to sell there at about 40 cents. We got buying 66.5, selling 67. It's a 58-cent debit. So if we get a move to 14 in the next, 53 days, and all this interest is built for January, if we get there tomorrow, great, close it out. Look for a 70% gain on that. But if we get a move at any time here in the next 53 days towards 13, and the reality is this could be closed out as we get just north of 12 in here for a 70% gain if it costs us 58 cents. That's a great way to be able to play this. So I just wanted to say, look, right now we're seeing just a lot of weakness kind of entering the market. Energy did tick higher. Everything else is kind of right here on the borderline. XLRE, real estate was up a little bit today. Utilities were up a little bit, faded from the high. Not a lot of strength really coming out today. And again, the unwind right now in gold and silver does create some concern. But just realize that for certain companies, when you see these large option trades, it can create structural upside movement if we can just get a move to and through some of these strike prices. And again, you can look at the build up here in January at 11, 12, and now $14 strike price, where we're seeing some potential to really drive the price if we can kind of clear these levels. And right now, 11 is probably that next one to hurdle that could drive us to 12, 13, and then 14. Anyway, I want to kind of bring that kind of stocking stuffer for the season. So amidst all the weakness, this is the one that's really showing some strength today. Anyway, have a great one. We'll see you back next week. Thank you.